Evan Khan here for Seconds Out with Eddie Hearn. We just witnessed Joshua Wayne, heavy, looking nice, looking ready.
Yeah, I mean, again, now comes the analysis of the next 24 hours about the weight. Was it a career heavy? I think 255. Looked great to me. But you can see what he wants to do in this fight. He wants to destroy and be aggressive, which is great news for the fans. Franklin, on the other hand, comes in 23 pound lighter. I guess he wants to be built for speed and movement and a better tank as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out tomorrow.
Is there a mark where you say, look, Joshua has to get Franklin out by this sort of time to really kind of announce his return to the ring?
Not really. I would just want to win. But if he can do it in impressive style, great. And if he can make a statement with an impressive knockout, I think everyone will really get buzzing again.
I just half witnessed a conversation between you and Alex Krashik. Interesting nonetheless. What did you two say?
Yeah, we were just talking about, obviously, we've got Filip Hrgović. And we would also love to do USYK's next fight against DUBOIS. So obviously there's negotiations going on. Whether that goes to purse bids, we'll have to see. Whether DUBOIS is 100% ready, I don't know. But just exploring options for USYK and Hrgović, our guy as well.
Is Hrgović a potential option for AJ too? I've heard whispers about that.
He wants a shot at the world heavyweight title, and that's locked in. Yeah. So, and he's not going to have to wait too long for that. It might be next, but I'm not sure he'd forfeit that shot at the world heavyweight title unless the money was great to fight AJ.
Dillian Whyte ringside this weekend?
He will be. He'll be working for the Zone as well. And that's a potential opportunity as the next opponent. I think if he looks great and does some rounds, I think a lot of people will be calling for the Fury fight. I'd still like him to have time to gel with Derek James, and the Dillian Whyte fight might be a good fight to take next, but I know AJ wants the biggest fights possible.
Is that Dillian Whyte, Derek Chisora trilogy really real?
Not from me, but again, they're both free to have conversations. I did bring it up, I think, a few months ago, but it didn't really go anywhere, so I'm not sure.
Is that a case of you wouldn't want to promote Derek maybe again because of the stick maybe you'd receive for it?
I'm going to get stick whatever, aren't I, really? So I think... I don't know. It's not. I think it's a good fight. Like both guys, Dillian coming off a okay performance against Franklin, and a defeat before, and Derek's coming off a defeat. I don't know, but it'll always be entertaining between those two, but not something we've explored.
You've announced a number of new signings, stirring the pot a little bit by calling Jack Catchell the undisputed champion, which a lot of people will say he is, but your new signings, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean he's not, but we feel he should be. Jack Catchell's a great signing. Obviously, left Sky and came on board with us, which is also nice, and can be a big part of our stable. Going to box on the May 27th card, it looks like, which will be announced tomorrow. Good top 15 guy, and then we want him either fighting for a world title in Manchester later in the year or a big name at 140. Got a lot of big names coming up at 140 pounds, and I feel like he's a great addition. Shannon Ryan, another fighter that left Sky as well. We feel is a top female talent, and I don't think anyone brings the female fighters through better than us in terms of strategy and direction. And Sonny Edwards, we've got a world champion now, a British world champion, and he's really, really good. I never used to like Sonny. I used to think he's a bit of a wally and say silly things. I don't think he liked me either, but I've learned that he's matured a bit. He's very bright. He's very opinionated, and you either like him or you don't. But he's really good, and we've got all the big fights for him in the division, especially obviously Bam goes for the World Championship next week. Julio Cesar Martinez as well. And I'd like to really, if I can, move him straight into unification. Yeah,
how likely is that unification fight, whether it be Bam or others?
It's definitely happening. It's just whether it's next or in September or October. I would like it to be next.
Just moving on to a couple of other things. I saw your prediction on Tank versus Garcia coming up very soon.
Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of people seem to think that he can win that fight, Ryan Garcia, like in boxing, who I quite trust their opinion on. So I've just flipped a little bit and I'm going for a Ryan Garcia knockout.
Talk of Spence Crawford being back on the table.
Yeah, I guess those talks are continuing. I think in the end, like both guys look at that and say, well, actually, we ain't really got a lot of options, are we, in terms of that kind of money? So let's make it happen, and fingers crossed it happens.
Speaking to some people in the industry, look, they feel that Fury USYK will never happen. Eddie, an undisputed heavyweight fight, will it actually happen in the next few years or not?
Oh, who knows? I mean, that was a great opportunity for it to happen, and they passed it by. So now, with all the mandatories that are stacking up, it's going to be really difficult. So I don't think so.
Eddie, pleasure speaking to you. Thank you.